What is up, everyone? My name is Michael Pohl with Trek on the Air, and today we're doing a Pota activation in Dorado National Forest. All right, so it looks brighter on the camera than it actually is. It is currently 4 o'clock. The UTC day just started. I've been killing a little bit of time. But the downside of that is the sun's supposed to set here in like 30 minutes. It's about to drop over that ridge. And if you haven't noticed, it's a little cold. I'm at kind of some elevation. My car is saying it's 34 degrees. I was not expecting to be in the snow. I originally came up here and I was just gonna kind of park off the side of the highway. But I had some time to kill and I decided to explore a couple of roads that I saw on the map. And I ended up near Bald Mountain. And I'm up in this beautiful scenery here to do a Pota activation. And I had full intentions to set up. I started to set up the table, I set up the radio, full intentions to work outside. But I've only been out here for like 5 minutes and I'm freezing my butt off already. So I think I'm actually gonna shift plans and move into the front seat of the car. But before I do that, I'm gonna go ahead and show you what I'm working with. So before it gets dark, because it will be dark by the time I'm done. So let me get on the other side of the sun here. So I am in my cross trek, and what I'm gonna end up running for an antenna today is this Chameleon 17-foot vertical. I've got it on a 5.5-inch mag mount with an NMO adapter to a 3/8 thread adapter with a quick release, because that's what I use on everything. And that is running down here to my Icom 7300. I love this thing. And then my Icom 7300 is running into 72 amp hours worth of lithium ion battery. And yeah, I'll have my laptop out and everything else. 20 meter band looks to be very much popping. I have no idea if there's a contest or not this weekend. I didn't bother to check, and I probably should have, which could either be good for us or it could be bad for us. I might just work some contest people. I might find a clear frequency and call CQ. Who knows? But either way, yeah. This is what we're doing. This is Park US, I'm gonna forget, US-4455. Like I said, Dorado National Forest. So like I said, it's just stunningly gorgeous. Again, I'll do a whole 360 degree view. I'm just on a random forest road here. And yeah, it looks great, but just a little too cold for me today. So let's go ahead and shift everything into the car and get started with our Pota activation. All right, so this might be a little bit interesting. There's definitely some sort of contest going on. It is November 16th, 2024. If anyone happens to know, I'll have to look it up after this, but I have no idea what contest it is. But 20 meters is absolutely popping. So I have my laptop set up here. I've got my N3, JFP or FJP logging software set up. And then I've got the Icom 7300 just kind of on the seat right here next to me. And then my band chart, and we'll see how this goes. So I'm going to attempt to find a clear frequency on 20. If not, I can go down to like 17 or 15, but I'd rather not do that because I don't want to mess with dealing with the antenna. It's really cold out. My car is now saying it's 32 degrees out. My fingers are already a little cold, so I may leave the car running. I may not. I'm not quite sure, but yeah. So that's kind of where I'm at the moment. So we will see. I will update you if I can find a frequency. And it's just getting darker. The sun is officially dropped, and yeah, getting darker as we speak. Okay, so I could not find a spot on 20 meters at all. So I switched over to 17 meters. So I'm gonna attempt to find a spot. It's a lot more clear, being that it's not a contest band. And hopefully I can make some contacts. I think I'm probably gonna try to hit like 12 contacts and then get out of here. But it may be a little bit of a struggle, it may not, who knows? This is Kilo 6, Mike Romeo Papa. Is this frequency in use? All right, I'm not hearing anything, so I am on 18.126, and so I'm gonna go ahead and start calling CQ and see how long it takes for someone to come back. All right, hearing nothing, I'm gonna go ahead and start calling CQ. This is Kilo 6, Mike Romeo Papa, calling CQ, Parks on the Air, CQ, Parks on the Air. Again, this is Kilo 6, Mike Romeo Papa, calling CQ, Parks on the Air, CQ, Parks on the Air. Now I'm starting to hear someone on the frequency, but All right, so I feel like every time I find what I think is a clear frequency, I call CQ for a couple minutes, and then I hear someone trying to come back, but they're on like a slightly different frequency, and they're definitely not trying to contact me. So I may just hunt a little bit and see where we go from there.
This is Kilo 6, Mike Romeo Papa calling CQ, Parks on the air. CQ, Parks on the air.
Kilo 6, Mike Romeo Papa. This is Kilo Foxtrot 5, Sierra Papa, Quebec, over.
Copy that. I have Kilo Foxtrot 5, Sierra Papa, Quebec, QSL.
That's QSL, over.
Copy that. Yeah, you are 5'9" here into Park US-4455, El Dorado National Forest, and my first contact. So thank you so much for that.
Roger. I've got you probably about a 4-5. 4-5. You've got a good on you. Strength is coming, over.
Copy that. I have a 4-5, 4-5. Like I said, thank you so much for the contact. I appreciate it. And QSL.
All right. Have a good time, over.
Thank you. You too. Thanks for the contact. This is Kilo 6, Mike Romeo Papa calling CQ, Parks on the air from Park US-4455.
Kilo Echo 8, Sugar India Echo.
I have Kilo Echo 8, Sugar India Echo, QSL.
QSL, you are 5x3 in Oscar Hotel.
5x3 into Oscar Hotel. Copy that. I appreciate the contact. Thank you so much.
Thank you. 73, good luck.
73s, thank you so much. This is Kilo 6, Mike Romeo Papa calling CQ from Park US-4455. Yeah, the park number here is US-4455, and I think I've worked you already, correct? You were a little scratchy that time. Thank you, I appreciate it. You're fading out pretty quick, but I appreciate the spot. It hopefully will help. I'm up to 2 at the moment, so this is Kilo 6, Mike Romeo Papa calling CQ, Parks on the air. CQ, Parks on the air.
Alpha Hotel 6 Victor.
I have Alpha Hotel 6 Victor. QSL?
Roger.
Copy that. You are 5'9" here into Park US-445. Thank you, or US-4455. Thank you so much.
Okay, US-4455. I'll put that in the QRZ web log. And my location is Big Island, Hawaii Island, in the rainforest. And my name is Jeremy with a J. Over.
Copy that. I've got you in Hawaii and Jeremy with a J. I appreciate that. I think that's my first single sideband contact in Hawaii, but I could be off on that one. But thank you so much for the contact, 5'9" here, and like I said, I appreciate it. This is K6MRP QSL.
Okay, very good. And you're about 5'5" at this location with no preamps on, so it's a good signal. Very nice signal. All right, very good with your activation. Aloha from Big Island, and maybe you go to another band. I'll work you there too. K6MRP. This is AH6V.
Copy, the 5'5". I appreciate that so much. Thank you. Yeah, I'm going to see if I can get 10 or 15 here, and then I may switch down a little bit, but we'll see. I'm running out of time, and I'm currently sitting in the snow in the mountains, so it's a little cold. But either way, this is Kilo 6, Mike Romeo Papa calling CQ, Parks on the air. CQ, Parks on the air. So I have very, very, very crappy, very limited cell service if I have my phone right on my mount. So the Pota site is slowly loading. I'm going to see if I can spot myself again, just to see if that makes it easier. All right, so I am seeing more and more voice signals dropping from the waterfall. So I'm going to go ahead and assume that 17 is starting to drop. That being said, I've made 3 contacts, Texas, Ohio, and Hawaii. And I do want to activate the park. So I think I'm going to begrudgingly go to FT8. I may try to hunt. I see 1 or 2 voice signals pop up. So I may go see if I can grab those guys. And if not, I may switch to FT8, which isn't as fun to watch, but I'll try to make it entertaining anyways. So, yeah, let's go see if we can grab those hunt those other frequencies and yeah, my cell service is just good enough. It'll load a page or two, but not good enough to spot. So, okay, so I am, I'm getting errors now. I am attempting to set up FT8, and I realized that I don't know what grid square I'm in. So I pulled out my little GPS dongle and opened up GPS 2-time, but I don't know if it's going to get a read in the car. So I may have to stand out in the cold with the laptop, try and get a GPS lock, so I can at least figure out what grid square I'm in. After that, I can sync the clock. That's not a problem, but yeah, we will see. So apparently I'm getting some service, but it's my phone telling me that it can't send a message. So, oh, here we go. I got a lock. So I'm in grid square. Where is it? I know it's in here somewhere. Grid square CM98. All right. So I guess I don't have to get out of the car. I will plug the radio back in, and hopefully we can get to FT8ing. All right. I don't know if you're going to actually be able to see this, but that's the GPS 2-time. I've got the COM port set up. I ran it. It's got my GPS coordinates, the grid square, the time. I can sync the clock if I want to. And that's all thanks to this little GPS dongle here. So I need to plug the radio back in and get the FT8 stuff rolling. Yeah, that looks a little more like it. But okay, so now we're listening. Looks like I'm about 2 seconds off. So let me sync this guy. Update my time. Yep. And then I'll close JT sync. So now I should be able to go ahead and just call CQ Pota and find a clear frequency on FT8. Hopefully, maybe. Looks like there's a bunch of people in. I'm seeing some foreign stations coming in. I'll just go for that. I guess enabling TX would help. Went ahead and switch to CQ Pota as the message, and we will see if anyone comes back. But I have been able to watch this very beautiful sunset as I'm sitting here playing FT8. So, yeah. Hopefully I can get this activated. Hopefully a few people come back to me, and we can call it a day. Because it's getting late, it's getting cold, and I still have a 2-hour drive home. So, and just like that, it's going to be very hard to see. I apologize. We've got a bunch of stations coming back. So we've got 4 stations coming back so far after 2 calls of CQ Pota. And yeah, let's go ahead and get these worked. All right, so it looks like Kilo Whiskey 9 uniform will be my 10th contact and officially make this park activated. I'm going to go ahead and grab like 2 or 3 more contacts, just as safety contacts, as I've had issues before. And so hopefully that means I have officially activated the park. So it's definitely dark. I can barely see the sky. I can't see the ground in front of me, but I also have lights on. So we're going to finish this up, and then I will talk to you there, and we'll wrap up in the dark and start heading down the mountain again. So I was just going to make sure I save everything, and I forgot that I set up N3 FJP to sync with FT8 when I'm doing it. So that makes it a lot nicer. I won't have to worry about doing this later. So yeah, I'm up to 13 contacts at the moment. 3 of them single sideband, 10 of them FT8. I'm just going to listen, see if anyone else calls for me again. And at this point, I think I'm going to pack up. It is 6:30 and pitch black in the forest, and I'm ready to go home. All right, I know you can't see me very well, but we are officially activated for Park US-4455. I'll use my tail lights as a face light here. So yeah, super pretty. It was very pretty when it was bright out. I've been up here driving for a couple hours at this point. I filmed a couple other YouTube videos. So yeah, the Pota was kind of the last thing, but I didn't want to be in the middle of the UTC day and end up not activating either day. So yeah, we'll go ahead and pack up. I need to put the antenna down, and I'm probably just going to throw everything in the back seat and deal with it when I get home where it's not cold. My car is saying it is currently... Yeah, it's saying it is 34 degrees tonight. So, yeah, and it's only 6:30, so it's just getting colder. So, I'm going to put you down, and I'm going to pack up.